Hey guys, come on in, type in freedom now. Freedom now. I have an urgent alert to share with you. Let's go. Freedom now. If you're joining today's live session, certainly interact with me. This isn't going to be a very long session. This one is about, guys, a very urgent matter that I'd like your help with spreading this information, because this is information that we as immigration lawyers have been asked to share as broadly as we possibly can. And I'm asking my McBean Immigration TV subscribers, I'm asking my Facebook followers, and anyone else on social media who follow me to help me get this word out by sharing it with your network. I'm Latoya McBean Pompey, an immigration lawyer in New York, and we believe in immigration freedom. I have received, like other lawyers, immigration lawyers who are part of the American Immigration Lawyers Association, we received a very urgent email from our association informing us that this is not a rumor. This is real, and this is from trusted sources. And here's what's going on. Unfortunately, ICE will begin targeting minors. ICE will begin targeting minors for arrests. And I'm told that I'm live. Thank you for being with me. Thank you. According to the email that I received from the New York chapter of the American Immigration Lawyers Association, beginning today, ICE will target unaccompanied minors in a very sick operation called Freaky Friday. Freaky Friday. That's what they're talking about. Okay. The email says this: as many of you already heard, ICE is launching a nationwide operation today, Friday, October 3rd, reportedly named Freaky Friday, that will target unaccompanied minors, children age 14 and older of all nationalities. And this is from trusted sources that AILA has received, and they are confident that this is happening and it is not a rumor. And what they know that they've detailed to us so far is this. Children detained and released will be sent a threat letter from ICE threatening them with indefinite detention and immediate transfer to ICE upon age out if they do not waive jurisdiction under a very complicated statute, the TVPRA statute Act, and if they do not withdraw these applications for relief that they have sought, including withdrawing their request for admission with EOIR, the Immigration Court. Friends, this is disturbing, because essentially what they're saying is that they're going to detain them indefinitely. Once they age out of the system, children will be offered $2,500 through this threat letter, $2,500 to return to their country of origin. And these are unaccompanied minors, children who came to the United States without their parent. Some of these children they're teenagers now, some might even be young adults. But in any event, they some of them might even be SIJ applicants. They're waiting for the special immigrant juvenile status process to make it to finalize for them so that they could get a green card. They could be any one of those right now, and they will be offered $2,500 to return to their countries of origin. And if they do not comply with this offer letter, it says that their family members or their parent living in the United States will be arrested. So here you have the child being threatened with detention if they do not accept this offer. And then you have the parents and family living with them who will also be threatened with being arrested. ICE plans to detain all age outs, and they anticipate legal challenges, of course. All age outs they're planning on detaining. So these are children primarily from Central American countries, and we've worked with quite a number of them over the years. None of our clients, to my knowledge, are impacted by this because we've helped them get to the finish line. I'm not anticipating this, but we will be meeting, obviously, internally here at McBean Law to really to confirm that none of our clients are impacted by this threat by ICE. This ALA announcement also says that it is possible that the age threshold for this threat letter may be lowered to youths 10 years old and older. Okay, so right now we know that they're targeting 14 years old and older, of course, but it's quite possible that it could go down to even 10 years old, which is really awful. ICE will first target detained children, those who are in detention, but will also target children released from custody. This, guys, is something that you should share. Share this because people now need to remember that they have rights. It's unclear how this threatening letter is going to actually go out to them, whether they're going to face agents on the street and it's going to be hand delivered to them, or if it's going to be mailed to them or emailed to them. It's unclear right now from where I sit and the information that I've received so far how this will be executed starting today. But in any event, folks need to remember their rights, and that if ICE does come to the home, you have a right not to open the door unless you see a warrant signed by a judge. And so immigration attorneys are being advised to immediately speak to their clients and let them know about the possibility of receiving this letter if they are one of these unaccompanied children who fall under the jurisdiction of that statute, the TVPRA statute, which protects, so to speak, these children. A lot of these children from Central American countries came to the United States without their parent or without a guardian, and HHS, the Health and Human Services Agency in Washington, D.C., immediately connected with their process to ensure that they are safe and to ensure that they are placed in the right custody and that they're not lost, so to speak, in the system. And also for many of these children that they're connected to their parent. And many of them are connected to their parent in the United States at some point, but they fell under this jurisdiction of the TVPRA, and ICE knows who they are. It's well documented who these children are, and the threat letter is upon age out. They will be detained indefinitely, and their parent or family members will be arrested if they do not comply with the threatening letter, and they will be offered $2,500 to return to their country of origin. Remember your rights. Share this information about Freaky Friday. Do not be afraid. Immediately work with an immigration attorney if you get this type of letter. I'm not telling children not to go to school. I got this question a little while ago on social media when I spoke about this. We are not seeing I've not seen ICE just go into the schools and take children, detain them. We have not seen anything like that happen quite yet, although we know that ICE has gotten rid of their policy of sensitive locations. They are not bound by that policy, which says that they will not carry out law enforcement activities at hospitals, schools, churches, and other places that were once considered sanctuary. They do not care about that anymore. But for children, we have not seen them go into the schools in this manner to take them. Let's see if there's anything else here that I'd like to share. Know your rights. Children need to have know your rights presentations. Nonprofits across the country, they're up in arms right now about this issue, and they're doing their good work to get this information out to their members and folks who they serve. So if you're connected to a social service organization and they're not talking about this today, share this video with your colleagues at your social service organization, particularly if your organization or agency, could be an agency, support immigrant groups, immigrant families. They need to be talking about this issue today, called Freaky Friday, in which ICE it will be conducting a nationwide operation targeting unaccompanied children age 14 and older of all nationalities. Now, I know from practice, primarily, these are Latin American, Latino, I should say, children, mainly based on just the numbers, right? Mainly from Central American countries who will be targeted. But ILA says that it's all nationalities that will be targeted here, and that ICE will first target detained children, but will also target children who have been released from custody. Now let's see. Also, it is advisable that if a child receives a letter, they should consider preparing a declaration that particularly highlights the manner in which this ICE letter was delivered to them. Was an attorney present? Was an attorney able to advise the child on what to do or not? Was the youth able to ask questions? Things like that will be very important to lawyers um, who will help to fight against what's happening. Also, um, they should also collect any evidence of coercion or intimidation. Did an ICE agent walk up to you and kind of forced you to sign this, intimidate you, threatened you on the spot to arrest you if you don't sign this letter? Did that happen? Make note of these things because us lawyers will need this information. And the declaration will help you, in fighting against this coercive action. So please pay attention to all the details involving how you get this letter, how you got this letter, were you forced to sign it, how you were feeling, what did they say, everything about this occurrence you should really pay very close attention to so that you could write a detailed declaration that will help your case. All right. So this is what's happening. And there's some additional advice here that ILA provides to us lawyers that I won't need to get into today with you. What you should do, guys, again, do me the favor, share this video with other people because folks need this information. All right. So I'm going to jump off now, and I see that you're asking additional questions. I'll be back live on Monday. All right. I'll be back live on Monday to go through the usual news as well as answer your questions. This is not about that right now. This is about getting out good information to the community. So I'm asking for your help with spreading this information. And again, especially if you work in social services and you have an immigrant population that you service, and they're not talking about this today, you've got to immediately bring this to their attention because they need to know about this. They need to talk about it. They need to strategize because they need to know how to direct their clients to good help. And so that they are not forced to sign these intimidating letters, especially the part about their parents or family members will be arrested if they do not sign this letter. All right, guys, thanks for being with me today. Share this information, comment below, let me know your thoughts, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.